You know, we'll never stop experiencing fears, but being fearless isn't about removing our fears, it's all about how we master our fears. I am your host, Kay Richardson, and it's time to wake up and be fearless. Here's a quote before we start today's show. Believe in what you want so much that it has no choice but to materialize. Hey, girlfriend, it's our time again. I truly love to talk about the topic of manifesting. Being able to manifest is such a powerful tool, a powerful technique in anyone's life. You know how I'm always saying you have unlimited opportunities? There's nothing that you cannot be, do, or have in this world. And that's really because I've learned how to manifest things into my life that I truly desire. I'll give you an example. I wanted to manifest a new home. Now, to be honest with you, a few years ago, I had gone through a short sale after going through a divorce. My credit was so fucked up, low scores. I had the short sale on there, and I did not know how this thing was going to happen for me to purchase a new home. But I knew that I wanted a new home. So I was clear on that. And then the next step was I started talking to people about wanting a new home. One day I met a young lady and we became, associates, and we would only text via phone. We would never jump on the phone and have a real conversation. It was always via text message. And one day we finally had a chance to have an actual real conversation via phone. And we kind of talked about, some of the things that we wanted to achieve in life. And I told her that I wanted to buy a new home. And she said, "Do you really?" I said, "Yes, I do. Next year, I want to manifest and have a new home for myself and my kids." And she said, "Did you know that I was a realtor?" And I said, "I have no freaking clue that you were a realtor or that you are a realtor." And she said, "Yes, I am. And have you ever heard about this program?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Well, I recently just closed a client who went through this amazing housing program, and she purchased her home, and I think you should go through the process as well." And I got off the phone and I'm like, wow. I recently just said that I wanted to have a new home for myself and for my kids, and the doors just opened for me to speak to this young lady, not knowing for the last 2 months that she's a realtor, and she would have the vehicle for me to be able to have a new home for myself and for my kids. But here's the other amazing thing. I do a vision board every year, and each year I make the time to do the vision board. I cut out the pictures, I cut out words. And this one year I picked out a home that had sort of like the ideal layout of what I wanted. It's an open floor plan, the really tall windows. There was a wood ceiling above, which I didn't really want a wood ceiling. I just kind of liked the openness of the floor plan of the home. Here's the amazing thing. The home that I currently live in is very similar to the image of what I chose on my vision board. And the interesting thing is, when I show it to people and they look around my home, they're like, "How did you do that?" It is all about being very clear about what you want, being patient enough to wait for it, and trusting that everything is always working out for you. Now, that's just one example of how I powerfully manifest in my life. But here's some of the mistakes that I don't want you to make. I don't want you to be in a rush for things. It requires patience. And it also requires for you to be very clear. And it also requires you to know that it's going to happen in its perfect timing. Because sometimes we want things to happen before we're either ready, before the right thing is available for us that's meant for us. And here's the other thing that's really, really, really important for you to remember. You gotta have the right mindset. Mindset is key, which is one of the reasons why we're on this podcast, talking about mindset and how we always need to know that we're in the right place at the right time and everything is always working out for us, regardless of what we're fearful of. So, girlfriend, go ahead and create that clear goal of what you want to manifest and also check out doing a vision board. It works. Until next time, girlfriend. Hey, girlfriend. So lately, you've been talking yourself out of going back to school or starting that new business. But, girlfriend, it's time to move past the fear and take action. Are you looking for a little tool that'll give you that push? Go grab What a Woman's Gotta Do by Richardson. You can get it on Amazon, or you can get it at clientswhosayyes.com/products. How would your life change if you take action?